Today we are going to get a weekly close for the Bitcoin chart, guys, and this is going to be very important, which I will explain in today's video. And in today's video we are going to have a look, of course, at Litecoin. We are going to talk about the altcoin market, and we are going to talk about the Bitcoin dominance. So guys, let's jump straight into it, and let's start, of course, with the king of the tokens, Bitcoin. Well guys, Bitcoin so far, and we just look at the raw chart right here on the weekly time frame. Just look at the candles right here. It is really amazing, the price action that we are seeing. And normally, guys, a retracement doesn't look like this. So generally speaking, this is very, very bullish. And so far, Bitcoin is pretty holding these levels pretty strong. So I think we can see something similar on a weekly time frame like we have seen in the past right here or right here, that we have multiple week rally, maybe a consolidation followed by another multiple week rally, something like this as well. So we have some rallies right here, some consolidations, and then some really big candles. Right, till when is this going to rally? It's hard to say, but I think definitely until the end of May, potentially even going into June, July. And I believe, guys, that altcoins during this period are actually looking very good. So let's have a look at the altcoins. First of all, when we have a look at the Bitcoin dominance chart, we can basically see that the behavior of this chart has just been really crazy. And what we have seen is that we have just seen the Bitcoin dominance going up, while there basically went almost no liquidity to altcoins. And we have seen it in the altcoin market because we had this small narrative of the ISO 222 tokens, which mainly XRP was the one that really took off as one of the only altcoins. And the rest of the altcoin market has just been bleeding. And most people who have been buying altcoins, they are definitely probably in a loss, right? But, and here's the big but, the Bitcoin dominance just had a small decline, as you can see right here. Well, it's actually a big decline if you look at the price behavior of the Bitcoin dominance. But during the small decline, guys, altcoins really went crazy. A lot of altcoins had massive gains, 20-30% even, some even over 30%. And this is what can happen once the Bitcoin dominance is starting to come down. And this is also going to be a very important weekly close for the Bitcoin dominance, because if this one can close below this white line right here, as we are trading right now, preferably a little bit lower even today, that would be great. Then that would increase the chances that this is going to go down further, maybe testing the support right here. And you can already imagine testing the support with the price action right now is pretty bullish for altcoins. But breaking that support, that will be very bullish for all the altcoins out there, because they all go up during this time. It's not linked to a certain narrative. Maybe a certain narrative pops up bigger, but generally when the Bitcoin dominance really goes down, with Bitcoin being so bullish as it is right now, it generally means that all the altcoins go up. So which altcoins that I'm looking at right now? Well, one, of course, I've been very vocal about is, of course, Litecoin. And I think Litecoin is looking very strong right now, especially when you zoom out right here on the weekly time frame. And a couple of things that I find very interesting is that recently we did make a high low right here. And I've said also when we were trading right here that we are trading at the resistance, and that when we come down, it is possible that we still come to this support, which will be a very unique buying opportunity. So for the ones that are that have been here, that have been buying Litecoin right here, that has been a very good deal, because you are up right now already over 50%. But like I said, we are still in this triangle formation, and I expect a breakout from this triangle formation to the upside. When can Litecoin break this resistance? Well, guys, I think the more often we are touching that top resistance, the higher the likelihood we are going to break out. So to touch it again right now will increase the likelihood of a breakout, and for example, touching it right here. So this is going to be very interesting. And one of the very interesting things as well with Litecoin is that it has been in 2017 also a shiner after XRP made its rally. That's why I think that we can see similar price behavior or similar rotation in liquidity right now, as Litecoin is a dyno token. It has been consolidating. Once this breaks out, it will unlock so much liquidity, and I think it is really a interesting looking chart. And narrative wise, we can say that maybe something is going to go on with proof of work tokens. Right, we are seeing already like a lot of things happening with proof of work tokens. For example, that they are more tolerated by the SEC. This is purely speculation because I just think the chart looks good. I'm just like speculating what type of narrative could fit with a rally on Litecoin. But I think this is definitely poised for a breakout, and I have it's one of my biggest altcoin holdings right now, Litecoin. Okay guys, then when we have a look at Litecoin against XRP, and this is also the reason guys, because we have been entering XRP right here, we have been exiting XRP right here. At least I have been exiting, and I've been very vocal about it, why I'm exiting, because I just want to see what is going to happen. We're at least going to get a correction, then I will further check what I'm going to do. And I actually have to be honest, this looks like an XRP bottom. So I think and expect that XRP can rally higher in the next couple of months, probably. But if you look at Litecoin against XRP, then that chart looks actually better. So I believe that the Litecoin chart looks more bullish than XRP. So that's why I have my liquidity mostly focused in Litecoin when it comes to the altcoins, because I just think this is the best looking chart from the majors, so from the top altcoins. Yeah, and that is for me pretty safe, or that's a good risk to reward ratio, and that's why I like this chart better than XRP, although I am bullish on XRP and I expect XRP to continue to go high in the next several months. But guys, we also have to realize that we right now have entered, and I've said this already a couple of times, the last phase of this bull market. And the last phase of the bull market is where most money is being made. That is very important to realize. So if you wouldn't be in crypto for the past 3 years or 2.5 years, right, from 2023, and you missed the whole bull market in Bitcoin, and you would enter right now and you would go into altcoins and play a little bit there, you still have the potential to make lots and lots of money. Because the last part of a cycle, the last part of a trend is always the most extreme part. So I definitely expect something similar right now as well. Like I said in my previous videos, we are sitting in a roller coaster. The guy behind the panel already pressed the button of go. So the locks are already there. We already took off. Now it's just a matter of sitting out the ride. We have to sit out the ride and be responsible as well, because we all know what's going to happen afterwards. It will be followed by a massive bear market, but not the one that you might think, because I have been doing some more research and I actually changed my stance a little bit in how these cycles are all falling together. And I'm going to look a little bit more in the future. It has a lot to do with 2030, and now I also understand why 2030 is such an important year for the elites, so to say, because it is written in the stars that around that time there is going to be a cosmic reset. But that I will save for another video, guys. If you are interested in that, make sure to let me know in the comment section down below, and to subscribe to the channel if you have not. But yeah, guys, this is basically the technical analysis of today. Bitcoin closing at these levels, 103,500 today, would be awesome. It would be even better if we can close above the previous weekly high close right here at 104,500. If we can close above that, that would be truly amazing, but this is already looking very, very bullish. Okay guys, then a quick reminder for all the traders out there: if you are interested in trading, I would recommend having a look at the Apex platform. Apex is a decentralized exchange that is actually built by Bybit. So if you like Bybit as an exchange, I personally love Bybit. I think it's the best exchange. It just doesn't offer all the services in the Netherlands. Therefore, I have to look at some different exchanges. Apex is a decentralized exchange built by Bybit, and you can basically trade here while holding custody of your own funds. You can use it as a regular exchange. So if you, for example, want to connect a wallet, you can connect MetaMask or a Trust wallet, but you can also just sign up using an email. So you can use this as a centralized exchange login. Well, it is a decentralized exchange, of course, but you can also use it as a decentralized exchange and just connect your wallet and remain in custody of your funds. And the interesting thing right here as well, guys, is that next to perpetual futures that they have where you can trade, they also have a spot market. So you can trade over on the spot market as well. And that is very interesting to have a decentralized exchange where you can trade over on spot. Very, very cool. I would definitely recommend every single one of you to try this platform out if you are a trader, and at least have things already set up. When later in the bull market things get crazy, you want to have a lot of different exchanges, you want to have accounts on different exchanges, you want to have a lot of options basically. And definitely one option you want to check out is a decentralized exchange. And personally, I think that the best decentralized exchange right now is Apex Omni, as it is built by the best centralized exchange, which is Bybit. So guys, I have a link to Apex down below if you want to check it out. Check it out. Then I want to thank every single one of you for watching this video. I wish every single one of you a beautiful day today, and I hope to see every single one of you in the next video. Bye bye.